I don't love trash talking, but I can't help but do it when I get out on the court. My name is Kevin King, and I'm playing for Team Atlanta. I grew up in Peachtree City. I started playing tennis at the age of 4. My parents both started playing tennis as adults, so they got me involved down at the tennis center. I've loved the game. I have always dreamed of playing pro tennis. That was a goal of mine from as long as I can remember. Pete Sampras was always my favorite player growing up, so Wimbledon was my favorite tournament. I definitely modeled a lot of my game style after him. I never felt like I was one of the best. I had decent results, but I always felt like I had to keep putting in the work, keep trying to reach some of the guys that were consistently maybe just a little bit better than me. I was just always passionate about the one-on-one competition in tennis. I think it's just so cool being able to be out there competing against someone. I remember one of my first tournaments, it was an 8 and under tournament, and I won the tournament and got probably the biggest trophy I ever got to this day. In the juniors, some of my most memorable accomplishments was a bronze ball in doubles, Super Nationals, and then winning a couple of national tournaments that my coach directed here in Atlanta at the Peach State. I considered going pro as opposed to going college, but I felt like I still had a lot of room for growth in my game. It was important for me to take my game to the next level to prepare for the pro tour. It was a pretty easy choice for me to choose Georgia Tech. College tennis was one of the best experiences I've had in the game of tennis. I think being able to play team tennis with a bunch of guys that have the same goals was really incredible. Putting in the work, grinding together, struggling together, winning together. It was really such a cool experience. You become like a family. In college, I was able to become All-American twice in doubles. I played with Juan Spear, who was another great Georgia Tech player. We had some success. We made the semifinals of NCAAs in doubles and the National Indoor Championship in doubles as well. My highest ranking in singles in college was 9, I believe, and Juan and I got to number 1 in doubles. Being inducted into the Georgia Tech Hall of Fame last year was really surreal. It's something I never could have imagined, being inducted into any kind of Hall of Fame, but especially Georgia Tech. It's really an incredible place, and it's really such an honor to be inducted. Going out on the pro tour after college was definitely a difficult road. You go from a team environment where you're getting all the coaching, all the resources, to then you're out there on your own, going to countries you've never been, speak different languages. It's really a shock. The first couple of years, there were a lot of struggles, a lot of tough times to work through, but it's where you get to test yourself against the best in the world. But it's something that if you're really passionate about, you can push through. It was just, sometimes you're questioning, what's going on? What are you doing here? When I was traveling with Juan Spear after he graduated, we were playing doubles together. We traveled a lot to Central and South America since he was from Colombia. I had our experience in Ecuador. We showed up and we're trying to figure out expenses, and we ended up staying in a hostel that was like $9 a night. We stayed like 3 nights there. We found a chicken place where you can get chicken and rice for $2, and we did that up until we maybe were into the second round of the main draw, and that actually ended up being the first challenger that Juan and I won in doubles together. The money is hardly enough to cover expenses. Between the flights and the hotels, taxis, getting to the next tournament, you've pretty much spent everything you've just earned. I knew long term I wanted to get into coaching, and I wanted to coach at Georgia Tech, but that was the only opportunity that could have come that would have taken me off the tour at the time. Being able to coach under Kenny, who had such a big impact on my career and my life. 2021 summer, I got a call from Kenny just saying, hey, our assistant coach is leaving. I'm sure you're not planning on stopping, but wanted to let you know in case you were interested. It was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up on. I still love competing. I played tournaments last summer on tour. What's really cool now with INTENNSE is the ability to transition to pro tennis, but stay in a team atmosphere. I think I had one opportunity through my whole 8 years out on the ATP tour, and it was some of the most fun I had out there. There's really nothing better than that. To be able to play for my hometown of Atlanta, I never thought I would have that chance. INTENNSE is an incredible opportunity to bridge the gap from college to pros. I think if you look at the rosters, you'll see a lot of incredible players who either are just coming out of college or haven't had the opportunity or resources to give it a full go. This season, I really just want to go out and compete at the highest level I can. This is really an incredible opportunity to prove that and compete against some of the best up-and-coming players in the world.